Somebody already in the zone, so offside. Puck's going to go the length of the ice. Andover's going to go. They just barely don't reach it before it's icing, so we get a whistle. 10:29 left in the second. Orono trailing 2-0. Stream should be back up. Burke's set to take the draw. Burke, Fessler, and Kelly with Dacey and Keefe. Keefe able to cut it off at the blue line. He'll bring it in offsides, but he stopped a breakaway. Andover was floating a winger out there looking for a stretch pass. He broke it up. Now Peck, Downey, and Lee out there with Kinder and Gerlach. Face-off won by Orono. Lee brings it in the zone. He'll shoot. Goes just wide. And Andover grabs and goes. They come in 2-on-2. They center. Out in front. Lamparski save. Clear it, boys. Clear it somewhere else. Lamparski makes another save and covers up. I like clearing the puck out of the middle, but not when it's right back to the guy that shot it. All right, Peck wins the draw to Kinder. He puts it off the boards back to Peck. Peck now inches it up through. Downey gets around a guy, then he gets cut off. Lee got cut off, and Andover going the other way. Gerlach ties up his man. Peck on the puck. Tried to go off the boards, cut off by Andover. Now Downey on it. Downey moves it to Lee. Lee moves in the zone. He gives it back to Downey. Downey tried to go back to Lee. Cut off by Andover. They try and clear the zone. Downey holds. He'll dump it into the corner and go off for a change as Lee's still on the forecheck. Now Weiss comes out along with Dillon. Dillon cuts it off in front of the blue line. Puts it back in the zone. Erickson. Now Dillon. He'll whack it back behind the goal line. Andover chasing. They get a bouncing puck. Knocked down by Weiss. Erickson comes to help. Got all three guys in the corner. Andover able to clear. That'll be icing. And we get the whistle. 8:42 left. Orono showing some signs of pressure. Putting pressure on the opponent. Need a goal here. Cut this to a one-goal game. Weiss playing center. Erickson and Dillon flanking him with Pierce and Keefe on defense. Weiss digs at it. It comes, splits the middle of the defense, goes the length of the ice. Keefe goes back to chase it down. Back behind his own net. Plays it along the boards. Erickson able to dig it into neutral. Now Weiss on the puck. Weiss gets it behind the goal line to himself. Back behind the net. He keeps it in the corner. He's looking for somebody. He gets to Erickson. Erickson redirects it, but not on net. And now Pierce takes a tripping penalty. Pierce draws the penalty and will be on the power play. First penalty of the game. And it's on Andover. Theme to dragnet plays as the Andover player goes to the box for tripping. Burt, Kelly, and Fessler come out with Gerlach and Dacey on the power play. Burke wins it over to Gerlach. Gerlach punches it in the corner for Fessler. Fessler working for it. Gets help from Burke and Kelly. Kelly comes away with it. Tried to center it for Burke down low. Cut off by Andover, and they're moving the other way. Gerlach gets back and disrupts it along with Kelly. Shot comes in on Lamparski. Save made. Puck comes across the middle. Fessler grabs it off the draw. He'll skate it in and dump it deep and chase. Orono on the power play. 55 seconds left on that. All three forwards down behind the goal line now. It comes out to Dacey at the point. We'll get it to Fessler in the corner. Fessler plays it off the boards. Gerlach pinches. Working with Burke. Burke comes away with it. He tries to center, goes off a couple skates. It's loose out in front. Burke gets it back and shoots. Save made. Andover clears up the boards. Dacey pinches and holds. Back to Burke. To Kelly. One-timer. Goes off a stick into the netting. So 22 seconds left on the power play. Peck, Lee, and Downey come out with Kinder and Pierce. Sorry, Keefe and Pierce. One back to Pierce. He holds. And Andover takes it away. 13 seconds left. They come in shorthanded right out in front. He dekes, and Lamparski makes a save. Pierce reverses it far side. Andover still in possession of the puck. They're going to kill off the rest of this penalty. Now the player comes out of the box, but Lee takes it away. He gets it to Downey. Downey skates in across the blue line. He'll shoot. Save made. 6:34 left. Everybody at full strength now. And we'll get a face-off to the goalie's blocker side. Peck set to take the draw. It's loose in the circle. Oh, man. Bad bounce. Andover comes the other way. Back behind our own net. They leave it. It's back there. Lamparski makes a save on a stuff attempt. And we get a whistle. I'm not sure for what. Net come off? Okay. Net came off on the Lamparski save. So Peck, Downey, and Lee will stay out there with Keefe and Pierce. Andover wins the draw back to the point, but it's loose. Downey grabs it. He's skating the length of the ice. One man back to beat. He scores! Downey, unassisted. Makes it a one-goal game. Nice play. I didn't know if he was ever going to get there. Downey grabbed a loose puck at the blue line, beat one guy, beat the other guy, and beat the goalie. So 2-1. Weiss, Dillon, and Erickson come back out with Kinder and Dacey. I'll deal with the scoreboard when I get a chance. Erickson lets one loose. Save made. Weiss goes banging into the boards along with the player. No call. Kinder from the point. He'll shoot. It goes off Weiss. Right to Dillon. Dillon got a shot, but save made. Now, loose out in front. Andover plays it up the boards. Dacey tried to cut it off. Now Erickson does. In neutral. Andover cuts off that pass. They shoot. Lamparski knocks it down and freezes the puck. 5:30 left. Been a little laxed on the Whistler comes in to help clear the face-off out to neutral. Kelly blocks one. Burke almost walked in, but now Andover coming the other way. Defended by Pierce into the corner. Now loose. Burke grabs it. Plays it to Fessler. Fessler looking cross ice for Kelly. He gets it to him. Kelly comes in. He shoots. And save made with the glove. 5:04 left in the second. Orono trailing 2-1. Casey and Keefe come on in defense. Same forwards out there. Burke whacks it towards the net. Save made. Now Andover moving on a odd man rush. They got 2-on-1. Shoots. He scores. They hit the corners, man. They absolutely smoked those corners anytime they get a clean look at it. And that'll make it 3-1 Andover. Here comes an open look. Face-off will come just outside the Andover zone. Peck wins it to Gerlach. Gerlach throws it in the zone.
For the Huskies, number 4, William Ford. With the assist to number 17, Ray Gerlach. And number 3, Baylor Peterson.
All right, Kinder puts it in the zone. Peck gives chase in the corner. Lee comes almost away with it. Now he's got it. No, he doesn't. Andover takes it. They play it to the wing. They're able to get it out of the zone and down the ice. Taken by Gerlach. He'll play it off the boards to Lee out in neutral. Downey able to save it. Peck shoots. It's loose. Downey backhands it in. Orono scores. Downey from Peck. Makes it 3-2. Downey had some words for somebody after that. He didn't like the way they were treating Malika, and scoring a goal is the best way to possibly shut him up. Andover going to go to the box. I think a hold is going to be the call, or a hook. It's a hook. So Orono is going to go on the power play for 90 seconds. Weiss, Dillon, and Erickson with Keefe and Pierce. Weiss digs at it. Comes back to Keefe. He goes far side for Pierce. Pierce shoots. Save made. Face off opposite side this time. Blocker side of the goalie. Weiss wins this one back to Pierce. Pierce cycles it to Dillon. Dillon inside the circle gets poke check, taken away. Andover trying to move the other way on a short-handed opportunity. It's offside, no whistle. Weiss comes away with it. Orono on the power play. Weiss brings it in the zone on his backhand. He takes up a couple guys. Dillon comes to get the loose puck. And Andover takes possession. Andover moves the other way. Oh, he comes in. Oh boy. He just skated through everybody and scores. Short-handed goal for Andover makes it 4-2. That kid was skating like he was on rails. Gets a funky bounce off the boards. Fessler and Burke. Now Dacey comes join the fun along the boards. Burke and Kelly working for it. Dacey gets behind him, but he backtracks and finds it. Fessler to Kelly. Kelly shoots one, goes off two Andover players. Burke tries to center it. taken away by Andover. Fessler almost had it. They come the other way, 2-on-2. He gets around them. He shoots. Lamparski with a save. And the power play is over. As Orono looks to clear. Oh, batted down by a defender for Andover. They shoot. They score. That makes it 5-2. They smell blood in the water right now. And puck possession is starting to hurt the Spartans. Or lack of puck possession, I should say. 151. Face off will come glove side. Held up. Lee tries to poke at it. Peck gets it. Now Lee back behind the goal. He's looking for some room. He's double teamed. He squirts into the corner. Downey tried to reverse it back to Peck. Andover's got it. They're attacking. Pierce breaks that one off. Andover, we're playing ping pong out in neutral. Now Peck gets it. He moves in. He tries to shoot. His stick's held up. Shot comes in, but save made. Now, taken away by Gerlach. He tries to go far side. It goes off an Andover defense stick right on net. Goalie was aware of it and made the save. Now Andover trying to reverse it. Trying to clear. Cut off by Gerlach again. He snaps one just wide. Andover tries to clear again. Cut off by Lee. Lee centers. Actually shoots. Save made. 41 seconds left. We'll get a whistle. Weiss, Dillon, and Erickson will come out with Dacey and Keith. Oh, he wins it to Dillon, who releases a shot right off the draw. And glove save made. That was a good save. We'll reset. Andover controls this one. They'll play it back behind the goal line, D to D. Now up to the wing. They have a 3-on-2. They move in. Centers. Shot. It's knocked down out in front. It's loose. Lamparski will cover it up. And wisely so. Sharks in the water there. 20 seconds left. Orono trails 5-2. Weiss digs for it. Now Dacey on his stick. Plays it off the boards for Erickson. Erickson punches it out to neutral. Andover reverses the puck. They hit the entry. They center. Cut off by Dacey. Dacey on his backhand toward the corner. That'll do it for the period as the horn sounds. 5-2 Andover after 2.
I'll see what I say.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Drew's taking a break, so I'm in. I'm not going to commentate too much because, you know, you never know what I'm going to say. I'll just keep quiet. So we have Gerlach, Kelly, Fessler, Kinder.
All right, Sully Dillon just scored. Sorry that I missed it. I walked off to use the restroom, forgot I was on hotspot and my phone in the game.
Oh. This guy. Oh,
11:40 left. 5-3. Somebody deal with the link, please, like copying it and sending it out, because I'm done.
what do you want me to do?
Get the link off of the YouTube feed and send it out, please. Kelly gets it, brings it in, circles. He was looking for somebody cutting to the net, taken away by Andover. Andover comes far side, near side actually, sorry. Kelly gives him a little shove into the glass, no call. Andover working opposite corner. Pierce shoves his man into the boards. Andover comes back behind the goal line. Burke has it. He tried to feed it to Kelly. It was a little behind him, and Andover retains. They shoot, they score. They hit the corners.
Yeah, they do. Holy corners.
6-3, Andover. We gotta hear this stinking horn again. .10:50 left. Orono can make this back to the point. Shot comes in on net, deflected on Lamparski. She makes the save and gets a
Number
whistle.
17, Raymond Gerlach.
Raymond Gerlach. I put it on the girl name.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for doing that.
no problem.
All right. Puck in the corner off the draw. Keefe gives it to Peck. Peck goes far side for lead. Doesn't connect. Now they go D to D. They reverse it into neutral. Oh my gosh. It got past them. Now into the corner comes Andover. Back behind the Orono net. Out in front. Lamparski whacks it the first one. She makes a save on the second one. Lee clears to Downey into neutral. Pass doesn't quite connect. Andover flips it back into the zone. No icing as it touched a stick right in front of the blue line. Now Dacey gets it to Downey. Downey off the boards for Peck. Peck hits Lee. Sorry, Keefe. Keefe moving into the zone on his backhand. He gets tripped up and Andover takes it. Now, yeah, I was going to say, pinch that and find it, boys. Dillon and Erickson were working to get the puck back. Andover comes the other way. Oh, Dillon gets away with him. Some would call it a back check. Some might call it a cross check. Now Erickson to Weiss, enters the zone. He's tied up. Andover coming the other way. Andover tries to come through the middle. Gerlach whacks that one away. Weiss tried to hit Dillon. Cut off by Andover. Kinder clears out into neutral. Andover still on the puck. They'll reverse it. They enter the zone onside. Comes in, shoots, low. Save made. Right back on his stick though. And back behind the net. He'll play it to the point. Shot from the point. Far. Goes wide. Andover moves in. Shoots. Lamparski pins it and covers up. 8:25 left. Orono trails by 3. Sorry to the Sully Dillon family for missing that goal. All right, Berg, Kelly, and Fessler out with Keith and Pierce. They dig for it in the circle. Pierce comes away with it, a little bit behind Kelly. Played in neutral. Kelly gets it to Fessler. Fessler brings it across the blue line, taken out, but then Kelly tries to whack it up the boards. Now, Berg plays it to the point for Keith. Keith goes far side for Pierce. He's poke checked. Back behind the goal line. Andover reverses the puck. Opposite side. Pierce will cut that off. He'll put it back in the zone. He'll go off for a change. Andover tries to hit somebody in the middle. Gets past everyone. Keith makes a move. Enters the zone. Goes off a skate. But Kelly gets it to Burke. Burke, wide open shot. He fires and goalie makes a save. 7:33 left. Shots on net, 26 for Andover, 21 for Orono. Peck, Downey, Lee, Kinder, and Dacey. Peck wins it to the side. Oh, it comes in on net on a backhand of an Andover defenseman, and goalie has to make the save and cover up. So we'll do it all over again. Peck wins it to Downey. Downey to Dacey. Dacey shoots, goes off a stick. Lee whacks it towards the net. He centers. Oh man, it was just behind Downey, and that was a good effort by Lee. Lee now knocks down a high puck, but comes out into neutral. Andover takes it. They enter the offensive zone. They try to center, taken away by Kinder. Peck trying to get it. In the corner, Kinder gets sandwiched. Peck comes to help. He'll dig it out. He'll get it up the boards out to neutral. Andover reverses the puck. They dump it in and they go off for a change, except for the guy forechecking. Kinder will go off the wall to Dacey. Dacey hits Downey, but taken away by an Andover player. Coming off the bench, he'll shoot, and save made by Lamparski. 6:32 left. All right, Weiss, Dillon, and Erickson come back out with Gerlach and Pierce. Banging going on in the corner. Dillon tries to play it up the board, cut off by Andover. Now Weiss takes it. He skates it in. Erickson in the corner. Gets it back to Weiss. Weiss tried to center for Dillon, and Andover's going to go to the box for a roughing. So Orono will go on the power play. We'll change up the D. Pierce and Gerlach come on. As Orono will get 90 seconds at 6:06 left in the game. Dillon off the face-off. Shoots, goes off the goalie's stick into the netting. He had a good whack at it. Good shot. Goalie was able to get the stick on it and put it into the netting. Erickson cuts through. Now Dillon back behind his own net, or back behind their net, I should say. Weiss out in front, whacking at it. Save made. Dillon tried to squeeze one through the crease to Weiss. He did so, but Weiss was being harassed. Got it on net, but no rebound given up. They'll do it again from the glove side. This time Andover cuts through the circle and whacks it down the ice. Pierce back to play it. He'll hold, make one guy miss. He's going to skate. Now he sends it to Dylan inside the blue line. Go get the puck. Erickson on it. Back to the point. Gerlach flings it towards the net. Glove down by an Andover defender. They come in onside, taken away by Gerlach. Gerlach's going to get it to Dylan. Had a tough time corralling that one, so Andover will go the other way. There you go. Nice back check by Brickwise. Takes away a scoring opportunity. They play D to D. Dylan on the forecheck, making life difficult for Andover. Now they break out, and on a change, they've got a one-on-one here. All the way to the net, and the player knocks the netting off, and Lamparski got hit. As the player went kind of airborne. She's shaken up. Mike Keefe out to attend to Lola. Grabbing the back of her head. Getting to her feet now. Looks like she wants to stay in. Just a little rattled, but looks like she's no worse for the wear, so she's going to continue. Face-off will come outside the zone. 4:45 left. Face-off controlled by Andover. Up the boards, out into neutral. Booted down by Keefe. Burt comes in, but they say Fessler was in the zone first. Kind of forgot we were on the power play there, and so that is over. So even strength for both sides. Fessler digs it out. Comes in the zone. Dacey able to hold. He shoots just wide. Fessler back behind the net. He gets taken down. Now Kelly gets taken down. They don't call any of it. Comes into the Orono defensive zone. Dacey wrapped up with a guy. A little jostling back and forth. I think they're both probably going to go. A little pushing and shoving going on. And after our two players got knocked down from behind, we'll have incidentals. So remains 5-on-5 as Dacey goes to the box for Orono, and Andover player goes as well. Dacey really just defending himself there, as best as I could tell. Beckley and Downey come out with Kinder and Gerlach. Shot comes in on Lamparski. Save made. Back behind the net. They get it. They shoot again. Peck knocks it towards the corner after Lamparski makes a save. Off the boards. Downey grabs. He gets taken out against the boards. That'll draw a penalty finally, and he's not happy about it. I don't blame him. So Andover going to the box. Up by 3. They'll go for checking. And Orono will go on the power play. All right, Peck takes the draw. One by Andover as they come in and grab it. Kinder with a poke check. Lee tries to get it far side, but Peck grabs it. Now he'll go far side for Downey. Downey enters the zone on his backhand. Tries to use his body. Peck comes and helps. Peck grabs the puck. Back to the point for Kinder. Back down to Peck inside the circle. He'll cross side for Gerlach. Gerlach shoots. Save made. It's loose. Downey gets a whack at it. And another save made. Now they'll cover up. Altercation after the whistle. You might want to separate them, as those players will go to the penalty box, so it's getting full in there. Andover one for them, and Downey goes off the ice as well. Three's a crowd in the Andover penalty box. Gerlach off the face-off. Shot, save made. Dillon tries to get it back to the point for Kinder. Kinder holds. Orono on the power play. 48 seconds left on that. Now Andover nudges it up the boards. Cut it off, boys. Oh, boy. Short-handed. Gerlach from behind. Breaks it up. They come in on Lamparski again. And she makes the save. Weiss wins the face-off to Keefe. Keefe will play it out of the zone. But taken away by Weiss, taken away by Andover, now taken away by Weiss again. Keefe off the boards to Erickson. Erickson's going to shoot just inside the blue line, just wide. Weiss ties a guy up. Dillon's got it. He gets poke checked. Andover coming the other way. And with 4 seconds left on the power play, they'll dump it in. That'll do it for the Orono power play. Keefe, cross ice for Dillon. Little too much heat on it. Even strength, 2:17 left in the game. Andover dumps it in deep. Pierce in the corner. Andover. Now Weiss comes, takes it away. It's loose out in neutral. Grayson's going to get to that one first. Kelly grabs it. He'll go cross ice for Pierce. Pierce hits Keefe, but tangled up a little bit. Now Andover brings it in. They dump pass. Drop pass, I should say. Kelly takes it away. Gets it to Burke. Burke tries to get it to Fessler. Cut off by Andover. They come in the zone again. They've got something out in front. Shot goes wide. Taken away by Burke. He's working back there. He gets knocked down. Keefe comes and lumbers somebody to the ground. 1:21 left. Keefe still whacking at it. From his knees, working hard. Burke comes, grabs it, plays it off the boards out into neutral. Andover takes it away, and they dump it back in. 1 minute left in the game. Pierce gets it along the boards to Fessler. Fessler bangs it into neutral. Kelly comes and steals. He'll just dump it in deep and go off for a change, as Burke will be the only guy out there from that squad on the forecheck. Orono completes the change. Now Burke will go off. Now Lee's going to get called for a trip, which technically I guess it was, but pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. So 39 seconds left. Lee's going to go to the box. So we're going to have Peck, Kinder, Dillon, and Gerlach out there for the last 39 seconds. Short-handed. Peck wins it over towards Gerlach. Andover takes it away. They come in. Back behind the goal line to the wing. They try and go out front. Dillon steals. Now in neutral. Peck cuts his man off. Kinder grabs. He gets it to Dillon. Dillon gets hogtied a little bit. He tries to work it in the zone. Now Peck comes back out. Dylan does put it in the zone. Goalie has to make a save on a loose bouncing puck towards him. Gerlach will put it back in the zone. That'll do it. 4 seconds left. And Andover will just play keep away until the buzzer, and that'll do it. Andover takes it 6-3. Good effort by the Spartans, but just not enough horses for this one. Shots on goal were basically equivalent. 27 for Andover, 26 for Orono. That'll do it until next time. Sorry for the technical difficulties.